happiness and moral duty are inseparably connected. It is better to be alone than in bad company. Let your heart feel for the afflictions and distress of everyone. To be prepared for war is one of the most effective means of preserving peace. The Constitution is the guide which I never will abandon. The marvel of all history is the patience with which men and women submit to burdens unnecessarily laid upon them by their governments. Liberty, when it begins to take root, is a plant of rapid growth. Guard against the impostures of pretended patriotism. I hope I shall possess firmness and virtue enough to maintain what I consider the most enviable of all titles, the character of an honest man. The harder the conflict, the greater the triumph. Labor to keep alive in your breast that little spark of celestial fire, called conscience. The bosom of America is open to receive not only the opulent and respectable stranger, but the oppressed and persecuted of all nations and religions whom we shall welcome to a participation of all our rights and privileges. Discipline is the soul of an army. It makes small numbers formidable, procures success to the weak, and esteem to all. My ardent desire is, and my aim has been, to comply strictly with all our engagements, foreign and domestic, but to keep the United States free from political connections with every other country, to see that they may be independent of all, and under the influence of none. In a word, I want an American character, that the powers of Europe may be convinced we act for ourselves, and not for others. The best and only safe road to honor, glory, and true dignity is justice. To be good, and to do good, is all we have to do. Observe good faith and justice toward all nations, cultivate peace and harmony with all. Truth will ultimately prevail where there is pains to bring it to light. Honesty will be found on every experiment, to be the best and only true policy. A free people ought not only be armed and disciplined, but they should have sufficient arms and ammunition to maintain a status of independence from any who might attempt to abuse them, which would include their own government. Associate with men of good quality if you esteem your own reputation, for it is better to be alone than in bad company. A people who are possessed of the spirit of commerce, who see and who will pursue their advantages, may achieve almost anything. Be courteous to all, but intimate with few, and let those few be well tried before you give them your confidence. The willingness with which our young people are likely to serve in any war, no matter how justified, shall be directly proportional to how they perceive the veterans of earlier wars were treated and appreciated by their nation. It is better to offer no excuse than a bad one. There is nothing which can better deserve your patronage than the promotion of science and literature. The establishment of our new government seemed to be the last great experiment for promoting human happiness. The nation which indulges toward another a habitual hatred, or a habitual fondness, is in some degree a slave. The foundation of our empire was not laid in the gloomy age of ignorance and superstition, but at an epoch when the rights of mankind were better understood and more clearly defined than at any former period. The name of American, which belongs to you in your national capacity, must always exalt the just pride of patriotism more than any appellation derived from local discriminations. The administration of justice is the firmest pillar of government. The thing that separates the American Christian from every other person on earth is the fact that he would rather die on his feet than live on his knees. Let us raise a standard to which the wise and the honest can repair. I have no other view than to promote the public good, and am ambitious of honors not founded in the approbation of my country,